It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The first carry now, Brashawn Smith. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Back-to-back carries here. It's a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Third and just 2 to go.
43! 40! Yellow!
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's the Chiefs' first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Easy.
There's a dive up the middle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow!
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
They'll throw, third and long. He finds Worthy, complete. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180. 15. Yellow.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Yellow. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
43.
Third and long for him here. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Eagles 0. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. They have him gain about a handful there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. He finds space, middle of the field. Makes a cut, and he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Little receiver screen here. It's Worthy. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go. Attack! 15. Yellow. Watch out!
Here he is on 3rd and short. Buys time, rolling right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Attack! 15.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Yellow. 43. 40. Let's go on. Hey, 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
15. Hey, 43. 15. Hey, 43. Easy. Watch out.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
15.
Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep to the left. What a dive! I think he caught it! Giving 38 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Let's go, attack, attack!
Here's Mahomes now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Wait! 15! 180! Attack! Eye down these 2,
Looking to throw Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, go going. 180! Hey, Sunday.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Dory Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Great. Trimmer.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set. He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. The defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line. Man, were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
Screen here for Smith. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Yellow.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. Offense to the line. Second down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Buying some time right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Yellow. Hey, go going. 15.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Yeah, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
180, 180.
From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
15. That's your line. Hey, 43, 15.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Brought in, inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it. You don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Noah Williams who made the play defensively. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff 4 Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Motioning one of the tight ends. They go play fake with Hurts. That's his back. Here's Barkley. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Attack, attack! Hey, rip lift. Easy. Right side.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
3-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 43. 50, yellow. Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Let's go, blue lane. Hey, rip it. Here goes 15. Right side.
Third and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to let this go. Deep down the right side of the field. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Fourth and forever coming up.
Yellow. 57.
Mahomes to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Trimmer.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He puts some juice on a deep throw into a crowd, and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now a give left side to Pacheco. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Yellow. Easy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
180.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's out near midfield and still going. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. One play in and they are already close to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
It's Hurts once again. And he's caught. He's got ground. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. He has room past the 25. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hurts yet again. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's another.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good. Set.
Looking inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. They get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 7-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Call it a 70-yard just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
They lost a yard.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Easy, 63, 63,
They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Or maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Hero 15! Yellow! That's a lot! They tell each other! Come back! Right side!
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow! Yellow! Hey, 15, 15, 15!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yellow! Right side!
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yellow! Yellow! Yellow, yellow! Right side!
To the air, Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, they need 7.
180! Attack, attack! Right side!
Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 8. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Back to the well again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Yellow.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Has the Chiefs 1st down there, Brock, and the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Easy.
Right back to Pacheco. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Color.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So, the offense free to start running the clock down now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Butker knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, run with Barkley. That's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
And an Eagles first down.
On first down, Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're stacking momentum right